With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the defending NFC champions, the Philadelphia Eagles, taking on the Seattle Seahawks. The byes are over. It's now a 4-week sprint to the finish, and we are underway here in Week 15. This fielded right at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here we go.
They go play action with Burrow. And his first look is incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. And they'll run. It's Ken Walker. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. You look at this Eagle defense. They were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
I lost count of the number of turnovers that were occurring in that game, right? I mean, I had a clicker going after a while. 5, 6, 7, 8. It was unbelievable. There haven't been that many turnovers or takeaways, however you want to say, in the game since the Reagan administration. This is absolutely unreal.
I was in diapers. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Once again, it's Swift. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Third and 2. Here's Hurts to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Aaron Siposs on to punt as he'll get this one away now. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Fielded at the 20. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
At their own 23-yard line.
Gun.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
11, Thomas.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And shedding through the tackle. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. The Seahawks at 7-6, a game over 500 on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
You look at this Eagle defense. It's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
11, MT, Tate. 11, MT, Tate. 11, Mighty. 11, Mighty.
They'll try for the first with Walker. By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Here we go,
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On the give, here's Charbonnet. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Here we go.
A full start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. And now they will throw it with Burrow. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Gun. Dot.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Jordan Davis, just a monster on that play, stopping it from going anywhere.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault.
Here we go.
His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but and he's across the track into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Ken Walker, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Starting with the guys on the other side of the field because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. First down, and they go with Swift again. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 34-yard line. Hurts finding Smith for the Philly first. Hurts sets up to throw it. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are an extra point away from drawing level. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
On second down, it's Walker. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Burrow. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Returnable here from the 38. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots, because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in the hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today.
They run out of the gun with Swift. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, that was the safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind he hits like a linebacker. We see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger gain.
Third and 12. Throwing is Hurts. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
On 1, ready?
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory. Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone.
11.
They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Trying the left side with Walker. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
It's fielded at the 45. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
47 yards rushing for him now to this point.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line.
10 yards there and an Eagle first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. Two tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Dancing to his left. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
He didn't like what he saw downfield, decided his best course of action was to take off and run. And that ended up being a gamble that did not pay off for him. Now they would have to gamble again if they want to keep this series going.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Here we go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all 3 timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those 3 timeouts, that amount of time on the clock, I'm thinking about trying to get a touchdown and settle for a field goal.
A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now it's Burrow. Left side complete to Lockett. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Here we go, here we go. 11.
First down, here's Burrow.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They will throw on first down with Burrow.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick.
And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it. And that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
2nd down and 4.
He'll drop to throw. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they needed.
There he goes, left side. Down the left sideline. DeAndre Swift.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
DeAndre Swift.
75 yards.
And the Eagles come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the... And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Taken at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Burrow will throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
11, 11, 11.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Burrow looking to pass. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
16 brings up 4th down.
Stop.
They'll run for it. It's Walker.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
So the drive will indeed continue. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Here's 2nd and 10.
12, 12, 12.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away.
Touchdown, Seahawks!
D. Eskridge.
25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Seahawks are back within a score.
Myers connects on the PAT. And this is back to a 5-point game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They go play action with Hurts.
On the move to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake, went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long.
They'll look to throw here. Eluding the pressure right.
Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
A great return there of 22 yards. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field.
Here we go. Here we go.
And the tight end goes in motion left.
11 MT, 11 MT.
On 1st and 10, it's Charbonnet.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Now it's Burrow.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted.
And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
At the 7-yard line.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
He'll buy some time right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
On 2nd down, Swift.
And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Steps away. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Uchenna Nwosu.
He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The kick by Elliott is good, and that'll push the lead up to 8.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
On the return, it's Eskridge, and he'll bring it out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead. A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And Charbonnet once again.
And he stopped immediately there. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Here we go.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now.
11, 11, 11.
Here's Burrow.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And the Eagles are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play.
So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Swift going to try up the middle.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
DeAndre Swift.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year.
And the Eagles are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Elliott on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Makes the score Eagles 29, Seahawks 14. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And he returns this to the 22.
Eskridge on the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
58 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
12.
Now Burrow on 1st down.
Throw out wide to Walker.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. This complete to Lockett. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on second and third.
Here we go, here we go.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Eagles defense able to hold.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at the 31-yard line.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Mario Edwards from his in spot able to push in there and drop him behind the line.
Hurts.
This is Smith with a grab. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain there of 21 yards.
21 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
They'll run right here with Swift. There he goes again.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 38 yards on the scamper there.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front. Say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Now 2nd and 9. Throwing is Hurts.
Buying time to his left. That's complete right around the 8. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert, an 11-yard touchdown.
And the Eagles are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead opens up now to 22 points.
36, Seahawks 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Here's Moore. He will return it. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Here we go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Gun. Cut.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They're passing here. Joe Burrow
setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Jordan Davis
able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long.
Now it's Burrow.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
On 2nd down, Burrow.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down.
A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard.
Good.
And they will take a knee here.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into